Good afternoon, Jonathan Bates. Great to have you here in the Business Growth Support podcast.
Thank you. I appreciate this time and I'm super looking forward to it.
We're curious to your story of Patriot Growth Capital. Tell a little bit about it in a nutshell.
Well, Patriot Growth Capital is a fantastic private equity firm, and we change veteran family trees through business.
What does that mean?
Great question. Well, we do a whole bunch of things, but the cornerstone of what we do is called the Practical MBA, where we buy a business 100% and we bring in a veteran family for the Practical MBA. And that is a 60-month program where they come in as a W-2. They're not in charge of making the business plan or making huge decisions. The first 2 years is just systems and processes and language for that business. The second 2 years, we're teaching them strategy so they can learn how to work on the business. And the last year, we tie it all up with a bow because at 40 hours a week for 60 months, they have over 10,000 hours experience in the business that they knew they were going to own a piece of from day one. And then we help them confidently step into business ownership. And unlike a regular MBA where you have to pay some money and then decide what you want to do when you grow up, we pay you a 6-figure salary the whole time. And that's the Practical MBA.
Wow, so there's no tuition fee. It's just a salary while you learn, as I understand.
Yes, ma'am. And it's all about making sure that you are growing. We have 60 months to pour into these families, physically, mentally, spiritually, so that they can confidently be ready for the next stage for their family, have a repeatable income that they've never had in their family before.
And then after the 60 months, they get equity in the company, as I understand?
This is the best part. This is a for-profit private equity firm. We get to do the good by creating fishermen, not lottery winners. And so we sell a chunk of the company at market rate to the family, but they don't have to worry about negotiating, seller's notes or things like that. We knew from day one that we wanted this person as a partner, tested them for 60 months, and we confidently make sure that that family can own a piece of that company at the end. We take care of that piece.
Wow, that's really with a deep purpose what you're building for a lot of families.
That's what we're doing.
So how many companies are you now running this way with your MBA students?
We're so excited. We've been around for almost 2 years now. We've acquired the first company last year, and we have a veteran family in there, and it's doing fantastic. They've grown about 30% so far. This year, we just signed another LOI. The goal is 3 companies this year. And so, yeah, we're excited about getting this next one run. And it's big enough, I think, to support 2 veteran families.
Wow. So you're helping already quite a lot of families. And which specific project are you working on now?
Right now, we are working on Kairos, and because everything's Kailoom. In fact, that's how new it is. We are just firing up the holding company for it today. We just got the LOI signed, but basically it's a business to business e-commerce store that is doing around 13 million in EBITDA and about 13 million in revenue. And it's in the health space. So we're super excited about offering a piece of equity to that to, other people so that they can come on as partners and that they can grow their family tree as well, having this as part of their portfolio. One of the cool things that we do that's unique about America is this will fall under the qualified small business stock thing program, section 1202 in the IRS code that allows somebody to invest, get actual equity in the company. And when we do exit, they can get 10 times their initial investment or $15 million, whichever is greater, capital gains tax free. So it's a double win for the families that invest. They get to change another family tree and they get to get capital gains tax free returns if everything lines up at the end.
Wow. Congratulations on the LOI you signed today. That's a big milestone. You're an expert on building business. What is, from your perspective, the best way to grow your company?
Well, for the company that we're acquiring, it's going to be providing more value to the current customers is our first step. We always look at what are we winning at now and what can we do better at winning at now before we bring in any other loops. Because I believe that when you try something new, you can expect about a 20% drop in profit from it. And so instead of taking that 20% risk, we double down on things that we're doing right now. And one of the ways that we're doing that is with AI.
Tell me a little bit more. How you see the AI wave is shaping the industry?
Well, for acquisitions and private equity, AI for us, the biggest milestone that we've reached is the ability to do deep due diligence on companies, make sure they meet our buy box before we start making offers. And the amount of time that it's saved us, we let 3 people go in the last 18 months because they couldn't reach the quality standard for deal room evaluation that we needed. And now with AI, we can do an incredible amount of due diligence in 12 minutes. So we can make decisions faster. And so that's the whole point of us for AI AI, everybody on the small team is there because they have certain decisions that they create huge value with. And AI helps shrink the time from when we get a deal, the time is shrunk so that we can make a high quality, high value decision faster. Does that answer your question?
Yes, that's very well said.